ladies and gentlemen, it is BD.me, also known as B Blogs, here again with your daily videos and insights about my certain subjects. So today we are covering a big thing in the industry right now, which is classed as mental health. Now, what really is mental health? Mental health is basically a thing which is this, the brain. It's basically not your physical health, it's what's going up here in order for you to go on with your life. So today we're going to talk about depression and anxiety. Now, what really is depression and anxiety? Well, that's what I'm basically here to teach you guys. I'm going to teach you on many steps. I'm going to teach you in the next 20 episodes how to overcome depression, how I overcome it, maybe routines you can go for, maybe ways to get out of that state of mind. I'm going to talk about what depression really is for you guys that don't really understand what it is, to maybe have a better understanding. What depression really is. The first thing I'm going to say is, if you've got depression and you feel sad, that's not depression, that's sadness. If it's depression, basically, it's the point of a state of mind where your emotions can completely shut off to a point where you can't feel happiness, sadness, or anger. And then emotions start to turn to laziness, where you start failing yourself mentally and physically. Now, let me give you a bit of an example about what I went through with depression in terms of how I overcome it and how it started. So approximately 2 years ago, I went through a traumatizing situation, which I'm not going to share, of course, because that is personal information. And what this basically did to me was I had no one. I was on my arse. I felt like my family. I had no friends. I had no girlfriend, and it was just a bit of a mess. So the way I really overcome that, and the way I really struggled, was there was weeks, sometimes there was maybe a week or two at a time I lay in bed, I literally wouldn't get out of bed. I wouldn't get washed for a full week. And I'm not afraid to admit that yeah, I did that. It was scruffy, but at the end of the day, that everyone goes through that certain thing. Now, what I felt in this time, it wasn't that I just couldn't feel my emotions. I couldn't feel angry. I tried to make myself cry to try and let it all out. It didn't work, and I couldn't feel no point of happiness. It was basically a point in my state of mind where I gave up. I thought there's nothing else out there for me no more, so I'm going to give up. Now, I'm going to tell you guys how I really got out of that and how easy it really can be to overcome depression. Now, the first thing I'm going to say to every single one of you is the step one, which is routine. Routine is so important when it comes to mental health. Because if you're getting up in the morning, you ain't got a job and you don't know what you're going to do all day, maybe you're sitting in the house and you're chilling, you're smoking, or maybe you're on your Xbox all day, that can be classed as, bad routine. And the reason why is because your body and your brain is that confused, that much information going in and out, that when you're not working, you're just sitting there not really doing anything. That starts to build up, and that's where your emotions may cut off from a traumatic experience. Your emotions basically doing a defense mechanism to say, no, I'm not going to feel happy, I'm not going to feel the sadness, I'm going to cut completely off. And that is basically where your emotions and stuff like bipolar disorder comes into play and stuff like that. But we will discuss that further on in the series. Now, depression, I think for me as a person, to go through was one of the worst things I've ever been through in my life. And the way I got over it, I'll tell you how I got over it. So the first thing I did was, I saved up a lot of money while I was depressed, when I went through this depressive state. First thing I did is I woke up and I got changed. I got a shower and I brushed my teeth. I got a shower for the first time of the week and I felt amazing. I still felt shit and lonely. I told myself, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go buy a pack of cigarettes. So I went and bought a pack of cigarettes and walked through the town. And by the time I'd walked there, I've got back home, I've had a cigarette, I felt 10 times better. And the reason why is because I got myself out. I got the endorphins in my body running, my energy levels were high and I felt amazing. And then half an hour later, unfortunately, I did feel crap again. So I thought, how can I get over this depressive state? I've not got a job, I've got no friends, I'm bored, I feel lonely. So I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm gonna go online. I'm either gonna play a game on my phone, or it's easy as playing a game on your phone can occupy your mind just enough to maybe feel that little bit of emotion that you haven't felt for the last few months. So playing a game on your phone is an absolutely amazing strategy. Or maybe go online, look for a job. And the one thing I'm going to tell you guys is, sometimes when you don't want to get up in the morning to go to work because you just feel bad today, your emotions aren't working, you feel lonely, when you feel like that, all you've got to remember is that no matter how hard it gets in terms of maybe your mental or your physical state, no one's there to judge you. And with depression comes anxiety, where you feel like, I'm going to be judged. And that is basically because your emotions you don't know how to handle your emotions. You go out and maybe you've been through traumatizing situations. Like, I got bullied through high school, truthfully I did. So when I go out, I used to get bullied for things like maybe the way I looked, or the way that I used to dress, or the way I carried myself. And that a lot of time was my fault. So when I used to go out, I used to get anxiety and think, is he staring at me? Is this guy going to say something to me? What are they looking at? They'll think I'm ugly. And that's where anxiety can come into play. So always remember that no matter if you've got depression or anxiety, that if you can create routine, which is so important for your mental health, then you can most likely overcome that mental state and you can hopefully move on. Now, that was just a bit of a little insight about what I'm going to be talking about over the next 2 weeks with this depression anxiety series. Now, I just want to say thank you to all you guys for the support. We did make over 13 sales yesterday, which was absolutely amazing. So I want to say thank you for that. Remember to check the link down below for the website on the mental health. It will be up. There is only a preview, unfortunately, right now. But that's all from me. I'll see you guys later. Make sure to like and follow if you're on social media, and if you're on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. Give me a follow and turn the notifications. I'll see you guys later. God bless. Have an amazing day.